You know that feeling when your car starts acting, well, just plain weird, like it's trying to tell you something is wrong. In this explainer, we're going to decode the secret messages your vehicle sends when one tiny, critical part, the speed sensor, starts to fail. So let's get right into it.
Okay, let's set the scene. You're just cruising along, everything feels fine, and then, bam, the transmission clunks hard into the next gear. Or maybe you glance down and your speedometer is just going haywire, jumping all over the place. Or it's completely dead, stuck at 0. These aren't just random glitches, folks. They're often symptoms pointing to one specific component.
So, to get to the bottom of this, we need to meet our main suspect. It's a small, kind of hidden part of your car's electronic nervous system, but believe me, it is absolutely vital. We're talking about the speed sensor.
So what does this thing do exactly? Well, think of it like a dedicated reporter for your car's brain. Its one and only job is to watch how fast key parts are spinning and constantly send live updates back to the main computer. It's basically saying, hey, we're going this fast, now this fast. And that single piece of data is way more important than you might think. It affects dozens of your car's systems. Now here's where it gets interesting. It's not a one-size-fits-all deal. Most modern cars have a whole team of these sensors. You've got the main one, the transmission speed sensor, which keeps track of the vehicle's overall speed. This is what tells your automatic transmission when to shift gears. But then you also have individual wheel speed sensors, and these guys monitor each wheel separately. And that is absolutely essential for your safety systems, like your anti-lock brakes.
The good news is, a failing sensor is rarely quiet about it. It leaves behind a trail of evidence, a whole set of clues your car uses to let you know something is wrong. Our job is to learn how to spot them.
The very first signs of trouble are usually the most obvious ones. Your car will literally flash warning signals at you, right there on the dashboard. These are its electronic cries for help.
You might see that dreaded check engine light pop on, or maybe the ABS or traction control light, and it makes perfect sense, right? Those safety systems can't work if they don't know how fast the wheels are turning. Then, of course, you've got the obvious issues right on the speedometer itself. And here's a classic symptom. You go to sit your cruise control and nothing. It just refuses to engage. Your car simply can't maintain a speed it can't accurately measure.
But it's not just about what you can see on the dash. A bad sensor can cause problems you can actually feel when you're driving. These are the mechanical symptoms.
Yeah, it's pretty wild how this one little sensor can cause so much chaos. Your automatic transmission might start shifting really harshly, or maybe it gets stuck in one gear because it's essentially flying blind. You could feel a real lag in acceleration or even have the engine stall out. And because the whole system is so inefficient, your engine is working way harder than it needs to, which means, yep, you're going to be visiting the gas station a lot more often.
Okay, so we've got a list of symptoms, a ton of evidence pointing in one direction. But how do you prove that the speed sensor is the actual culprit? Well, now it's time to start the investigation.
The investigation almost always kicks off with a piece of digital evidence. See, when a sensor fails, it usually triggers a specific trouble code that gets stored in the car's computer. A super common one is P0500, which basically screams, hey, there's a problem with the vehicle speed sensor.
This pretty much lays out the whole diagnostic process. You start with the easiest step. Use a simple OBD2 scanner to read those codes. Pro tip, most auto parts stores will actually do this for you for free. If a code points to the sensor, step 2 is a quick visual check. Just look at the wiring for any obvious damage. From there, you can get more technical with a multimeter. But for the definitive, final answer, a professional will use an oscilloscope to see the sensor's live signal. It's like watching its heartbeat in real time.
So we followed the clues, we've run the tests. What's the verdict? Let's take a look at the path to getting this thing fixed.
9 times out of 10, the conclusion is this simple. If the error codes are pointing you to the sensor and the wiring that connects it is all clean and intact, then the sensor itself has probably just failed internally. At that point, the only real fix is to replace it.
So, the next time your speedometer acts up or your transmission shifts funny, you'll know it's probably not just some random glitch. It's a specific message. And understanding these clues doesn't just help you talk to your mechanic, it empowers you to listen to your car and turn a confusing, frustrating problem into a clear, manageable fix. The real question is, are you listening?